Hello Leo, welcome to your May 2014 Runescope. My name is Amanda. As always, be sure to watch the video for your rising sign as well. That can clarify things in your sun sign reading or give you more information about other areas of life that may be lit up for you in May. Of course, the only way to get a reading specifically for you, instead of thousands of other people as well, is to schedule a private consultation with me. I do those on Skype. They're $65 for a half an hour session. Just drop me a line at the email address below this video if you want to set up an appointment. I do schedule those in the order that I receive emails. Sometimes it can take a few days for me to get back to you if there are a lot of people in front of you, so just sit tight. I promise I will get back to you. And I do want to take a moment to thank all of you for liking, subscribing, and sharing my videos. The response to this since I started almost a year ago now has been overwhelmingly positive. So I'm glad that the videos have been helping so many of you. And I also, in April, I had more recommendations from other people for readings than I've ever had before. So thank you for sharing and telling people about my channel and recommending me to other people after you get a reading or after you watch the videos. I really appreciate that. So just wanted to get that out there. Mwah. It's wonderful. But let's take a look here in May, Leo, and see what's going to be going on for you guys. Leo and Leo rising. Guys and gals. When you go into May, and again, the first 2 weeks of May, as I've been telling everybody, is kind of, there's something spilling over from April because we had that Grand Cross going on, and so that is going to spill over to the first week and a half to 2 weeks of May. And what it looks like a lot of you will be dealing with is that you feel you've been taken advantage of by someone, or you may have this suspicion, and could have been somebody that you at first thought it was a lucky break, like you really had a connection with this person, or this was somebody who like you really thought it was a fortunate thing that you met, but now you may be feeling like that's not the case. This card always means, you know, a person that should be avoided because they're going to use you. And so just be careful, Leo, if you've had new people in the last 3 months or so that have come into your life, or at the start of this year. So you're still in kind of that learning, getting to know you phase, especially men, especially, you know, if it's a man that's come into your life. Or a masculine energy, a masculine woman. You know, if somebody is using you or taking advantage of you, see if you can turn it around. Be aware of it and see if you can turn it around, because you can. Sometimes it just depends. You know, so yeah, either see if you can turn it around or just get away from this person. Some of you may just be feeling ill. And it may just be you kind of like worn yourself out. Maybe April was a very heavy work month, and in May you just need to kind of chill. And sometimes if we work too hard or take on too much, don't rest enough, our body will make us sick just to make us slow down. So some of you may just be feeling a lack of energy, be feeling under the weather in May. And if you are, it looks to be more of a minor thing. You'll recover, but you do need to rest and you do need to kind of rejuvenate things. In May, a lot of you may be dealing with property issues. You may be looking to buy or sell property, fixing up, remodeling a property, planning for that this summer, planning to add on to your home in some way, or fix up your home in some way. And this is something that a lot of you Leos really enjoy. Just, you know, decorating, picking out new things, making your home nice and lush and luxurious are always the words that come to mind when considering the Leos I know. They're very, you know, they love throw pillows and blankets and beautiful colors. So that express your creativity, express your personality. So very much a month of thinking about that, or looking to buy a home, looking into something like that. If you are looking to buy a home, this process could take a while. So it could be that, you know, the family that's living there, they can't get into their new home, so there may be a delay around closing. That's always just kind of a crapshoot. So there may be this may be more of a process. Or it may just take you a little while to find the right place. You are very picky about things, Leo. You want things just so. So, I mean, a house for you is going to have to tick off a lot of boxes. A new house or your new living space, a new apartment, whatever you're looking at is going to have to meet a lot of requirements, and rightly so. You know, you should definitely move into a place that feels like home to you, because if you don't have that sanctuary, especially if you've been working hard, you know, you need that nice, comfortable space for you to come home and relax and recharge your batteries. So that's very important that you do that. Some of you may be dealing with, you know, and I always hate to say this because it does mean that someone may pass away or may have done so in April, but it looks like some of you may be dealing with probate issues. You may receive an inheritance. Some of you may receive property as an inheritance from a relative. I do feel like this would be an older relative, though, if this were the case, or someone who has been ill for quite some time. So this wouldn't be like a shock for most of you. There are always exceptions when reading for this many people, but for most of you, this is kind of like somebody who's been maybe in care for a long period of time, and just, you know, everybody was, you know, it's not a surprise. And it seems to be a peaceful passing. It also seems to be a peaceful estate settlement. So, I mean, everybody kind of knew what they were getting, but yes, you could very well hear that, you know, great grandpa Ed left you all this money, or left you this property, or maybe even left you a house, Leo. So, gonna be spending a lot of time with family in May, Leo. Your immediate family. You know, if you don't have an immediate family, if you're single and younger, you'll be just spending time with your group, your chosen family, your friends, and really enjoying fun events. I see a lot of like maybe grilling out or just kind of hanging out at people's homes and chatting. So May is going to be a great month for support if you need it, or if you need help with anything. If you are moving, if you need help painting, you know, people will be there to help you do all of those things, help you run errands, help you get ready to move or fix your place up. Other help that will be available to you, Leo, is in the property game. If something falls through, if a deal falls through, or if maybe somebody outbids you on a house or something like that, this is actually a good thing. It won't seem that way, because when we have our heart set on an outcome, we think, oh God, that's just the only place for me. But the truth is that there's something better. There's something better. So if you can kind of remember that, it's like, oh, this deal fell through. Well, there's something, you just haven't found the right place. That wasn't your home. There is a perfect place for you that you haven't really seen until May. So if you're working on a deal, if something from previous, like April or even March, falls through on a property, Leo, then there's something new coming in. There's something better coming in. Or if you have to leave your home, or have been told you have to, or if your lease is up in May and you have to leave, but you haven't found anything yet, May is the month that you will find it. And anything that falls through is so you will go to the right place. Just remember that, Leo. You know, there may be something wrong with the property that you didn't know, and it would have come out if you moved into it. You get all your stuff in there and then find out, you know, well, the plumbing is awful, or, you know, there's something wrong with the electrical, or some big expense that you don't particularly want to fix. So keep that in mind, Leo, in May. As far as what has to be accepted in May, there will be a new beginning coming for someone in your family that it's a disappointment to you for some reason. So I don't know if maybe you feel like this person doesn't deserve this new beginning. You know, they may be getting close to people that you don't like. It's kind of the vibe I'm getting. So, I mean, and for a lot of you, if you're married, this could be somebody in your family, your spouse or your children, getting close to someone in the family that you don't particularly like. You don't like their influence. If we're talking about children here, but it's going to be okay. The cards are saying this is actually a positive influence. Maybe your personality doesn't mesh with this person, but it, you know, it's not going to have a negative impact on your spouse or your children or, you know, what have you. So Family relationships can be difficult, but they're important. They're important. Whenever I talk to people who are not talking to family members, it's affected them in other areas of their life in a negative way. So sometimes we have negative family members and we have no choice, but if it can be salvaged and is worth salvaging, I always recommend that. Because otherwise there's a piece missing emotionally for someone. And if this is you, Leo, somebody may be trying to make peace with you. Or you may be trying to make peace with someone in your own family, Leo, and you may not get the response you want. But the thing is that if you try, hey, you've done all you can do. You've done all you can do. If your intentions are good and you've tried to reconnect with this person or fix something, and they don't respond in the positive way, at least you tried. But let's move on to the end of May here and see what will be going on. Again, with the property or financial stuff, with property, if there's a disappointment, just try to stay positive, because again, it's going to turn around. It's happening for a reason. It's happening so you get to the right place. And your spouse may not know that, or your boyfriend or girlfriend may not know that, but you will now that you're watching this video. So they may be very upset, and if something falls through, or they really wanted this place, or they really wanted, some of them may be going after a new job and then get a disappointment. So you may be comforting a spouse or a partner concerning a financial loss, but it's going to be okay. They just can't see it from here. There's also, there may be some stuff going on at work for you, Leo, for those of you who are working, those of you who don't stay home with the children and work at home, or work at home, because this has to do with other people. What I'm seeing is gossip or slander, and it's kind of like somebody's talking smack at work. Now this could be about you, or maybe you're engaging in the gossiping, but what they're saying here is that whoever's doing the yakety yak doesn't know what they're talking about, or doesn't have all the information. So make sure that if you are passing judgment on or talking about someone, that things are not what they seem. You may think you've got somebody figured out, but there's a lot hidden. And if it's you, it's the same thing. If it's you that other people are talking about, there's something that they think they've got a line on who you are, and who you are at work isn't who you are. So, and you may be confronted with this. It may get back to you. Someone may tell you, this so-and-so is saying this, and, this may disrupt your work. This may disrupt stuff at work. What the cards are recommending is that you not engage in that, and again, no matter which side of it you're on, disengage from that. Confrontation, if you have to do it later, will go better for you. In May, not so much, because it seems like, I don't know, the powers that be would not be on your side for some reason. If this is if this is causing issues with your work, or maybe you have to work with this person and you're wanting them to get out of your department, or you're wanting to move something, and it seems to be a female. So whether you're a male or a female, it seems to be a female that these issues that you're either talking about, or that is talking about you, saying stuff that isn't true. So yeah, for May, if that comes up for you, Leo, it doesn't have to be work, but that's kind of the vibe I'm getting for most of you. This could just be a former friend or a frenemy. Then this gets back to you. But yeah, the advice is to not engage in May, because you'll fail if you engage in May. But there may be a time later, if this, continues, that you can set someone straight and, let them know. But right now, they don't even want to be here. They're not even going to hear. They've made their decision, and that's unfortunate, because it's not accurate. It's not an accurate decision. It's not an accurate perception. So that is what I see for May, Leo. A lot of exciting things happening, just, you know, some high school stuff going on, it seems, with someone in your life right now. But other than that, I think a lot of you will be getting ready to fix up a place or fix up your space, get a new space, what have you. And a really awesome surprise coming for you, for some of you, regarding that. So good luck with that, and I'll see you back here in June.